Hello everybody, happy hump day. I thought hump day my whole life was just a day where people post pictures of their bums on Instagram, like happy hump day, like this is my hump. But it turns out it's the middle of the week hump. It's like get over that Wednesday. But I didn't realise that, and I can't be the only one who thought that Wednesday was about like being sexy on the internet. I've just put a bit of makeup on, just done a little sit down and chat with me. So let's go back in time. Let's all sit together and enjoy watching me do my makeup and chatting about the week. She's back in town, she's back in town. I don't do that thing where I'm like, okay, this is the Bobbi Brown primer or anything like that. I just stick my makeup on and have a chat. If anyone is interested in anything I'm using, I will try my best to link it below. But you know what I'm like, lazy. I did a live stream on Saturday, but to be totally honest with you, I didn't have the energy for it. I thought I was feeling fine, but I just haven't felt right for a bit. And I think it's just been like a spot of anxiety about moving back, and also just kind of like being a little bit in no man's land. I think that's what's been going on. Yesterday I was in hospital for a very small procedure, which I'll tell you about because a lot of women have to do this, so I'm not the only one. I had the IUD coil in since 2015. And it's the CUPPA one. So I had it removed because it had been causing me so much pain. The periods were so bad. I'm sorry if anyone's not interested in this, like please skip ahead. But I have like the most horrendous monthly cycle on the contraception that I've been using, and I was like, do you know what, I need to get this out. Christy and I were talking about the trekking thing we're doing in August, and she was like, are you going to be okay, like with all the migraines you get and the cramps, and you know how bad your periods are? And I was just like, yeah, I mean they are quite bad, and I've wanted to get it taken out for so long, but because the experience getting it put in was so bad, and like I collapsed on the street in London. I was on a bus and everything was like swelling up in me, and I was like, I need to get off, I need to get off. I got off the bus and I just collapsed straight away, straight after the procedure. But that was so awful getting it in. My body kind of like rejected it. Had to go to A&E and just get it all checked out. I've avoided getting this thing taken out for so many years just because I was too scared that all of that would happen again. Anyway, so finally yesterday I got it out, and Atch wasn't allowed in the hospital, so it was just me. I got into the room and it was a male doctor, and I was just like, not today, hun. Like I just kind of wanted to walk in here and find out that a woman was going to be shoving something up my vagina, not a man. Yeah, what can we do? He did the job and it was actually all okay. They asked if I wanted a new one put in, and I said yes. So it wasn't just a removal, it was like a removal and a refitting. And I decided to go for one that is called the Morena. I think it's called Morena. Kylina. I've got Kylina, but it's similar to the Morena coil, but it's basically for people that haven't had a baby yet. And they were like, well, it was a male doctor and a female nurse that were in the room. They said, do I want a 3-year one or a 5-year one? They were asking, like, you know, if you're going to have children, how soon are you planning on having children? And I wanted to go for the 3-year one because obviously this is something that me and Atch have spoken about. In the end, I just thought for safety, I'll go for the 5 because you never know. I mean, I'd like to have children before 30, but yeah, we'll see. I was so nervous yesterday. I went to get my nails done before going to hospital because I was like, the only thing I can think that might make me feel better is just having like nice nails. And I hadn't had them done for over a year because of lockdown and everything. So yeah, that was my yesterday. I was so nervous, and I was so embarrassed because previously, before getting the hospital appointment, I had like a call with a nurse to discuss what I currently had in, what the situation was, why I wanted it out, why it had taken me so long to make this call. And I told her, I was like, when I got this one put in, I like collapsed and my body just was saying no, and I was like bleeding out on the street, and the paramedics had to come in London. I was on my way to a meeting, I didn't make it, da da da. So when I went into the hospital yesterday in Chichester, they were like, "Girl, we heard you like collapsed on a bus," and I was just like, yeah. The message got passed on then, and then they were like making a joke because we could like hear a helicopter outside the hospital, and they were like, "Should we get that helicopter to take you home afterwards?" And I was like, Lol. Now that's the kind of NHS I'm interested in. But I was Googling about the copper coil beforehand because like I was just reading like the pros and cons of having it. Obviously I am pretty sure that this is the contraception I'm after, blah blah. And I must have come across like an American article because the article said that you know, this could cost upwards of $1,000 to be put in the US. I couldn't believe it. Obviously all of that, like getting the phone call, getting booked in, I think I waited like just over 2 weeks to get this put in total. That was all completely free. All the sexual health services on the NHS are free, family planning and all of that. So I say free, obviously we like pay our taxes and stuff in order to have access to the NHS. But since so many of you guys were asking about Atch's MRI and things like that, I thought I'd, you know, let you know that that was free, and so was my little mini procedure yesterday. Dropped off the pres and he's walking in, but I'm not allowed into the hospital. So I'm sitting in the car park for a bit. But it's a beautiful day and we're at Worthing Hospital, which is right by Worthing Beach. So I could walk 20 minutes down the road or like 10 minutes that way and be sitting on the seafront, which I might do. I just don't know how long he's going to be, and they didn't say how long it would take. So I'm going to try and keep myself busy because otherwise I'll just be sitting in this car like worrying for no reason. Putting makeup on because I'm filming a video that is for a brand this afternoon. It's like an integrated sponsorship, so their brand contacted me. They want like a fashion video, so I suggested like outfits for post-lockdown / what I'm going to be wearing in Boston if I get to go this year, and they were like, yeah, super keen for the idea. So I've done some online ordering and I'm going to be like trying on a few bits, seeing what I'm going to keep, seeing what I'll send back, and filming that video today. I don't want to put on too much makeup because obviously I'm trying on, I try to order loose things so that when it goes over my head it's just like, you know, doesn't touch anything. But usually I wouldn't put any makeup on if I was even thinking of sending something back, because I don't like it if I ever see makeup on something I've ordered. But at the same time I don't want to look horrendous. So yeah, I've got to be super careful when trying on those clothes today. What else can I tell you guys? I've just been feeling super like up and down lately. I think it's mostly to do with just the logistics of moving, not sure where we're going to be next. A few people messaged me being like, God, I don't know how you let go of all your things, like you're so good at selling stuff, because I've been selling things all week on Facebook Marketplace. Like, you probably can't see, but I used to have like nice framed prints above the bed, sold those, sold computer desks, a nice shelf, sold loads of bits. By the way, I'm doing my makeup in completely random order because I'm trying to talk at the same time, so my mind is not focused towards the makeup in any sense. It's just focused towards giving you an update. I've got to go through like my makeup drawer as well. Actually, there's probably loads of things in here that have gone out of date that are no longer, that I just need to get rid of. And I've got a bit of a weird thing, like I don't really let myself buy like a new, for instance, this is like my BB cream, which I use as foundation. I don't let myself buy another one until I've completely squidged out all of what's left in here. I know that's lame, it's just that if I get a new one, I'll just then start using that and I'll forget about the old one and it will never get used. It's kind of my way of being like, right, I'm only gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna buy what I need. I was about to call myself a sustainable queen then, but then I was like, I have literally just ordered a load of clothes online for this branded video. So why am I so pale? Why am I so pale? What have I done so far? Oh yeah, I love this. This one's like amazing. They've stopped making this. They now release a new one, but I've only got that much left. We're going back up to the Midlands this weekend because it's Greek Easter. I wanted to try and film a bit of it, but to be totally honest, I don't really know how much I'll be able to film.
Here's the latest news.
Oh, they're gonna do the news now.
Establishment of Boris Johnson's Downing Street flat, saying it's satisfied there are reasonable grounds to suspect that an offence or offences may have occurred.
Oh, what?
The Prime Minister's spokesman has said he paid for the redecoration himself, but has not said whether or not he received a loan from the Conservative Party.
So did the Prime Minister like refurb his Downing Street flat or something, and people have kicked off because he's used money from the party, the Conservative Party? Or I don't know what's going on. That is so something he would do though. Like, I know him. That is so something he would do. Take a little business loan from the Conservative Party. There's been loads of politicians that have done dodgy stuff like that. Like, didn't Priti Patel like do a massive Primark order and expense it? I mean, it is just a bit ridiculous. Power to the people. If they're going to call out these people for doing shit like that, like, they shouldn't be allowed. I don't think so anyway. If something's genuinely a business expense, I expense it. But I was saying yesterday on my Instagram that, like, I wish I could expense getting my nails done. Obviously, I said, like, for filming, it'd be amazing if I could expense some of these things. Someone who I know who does public speaking told me that he has expensed his, like, Rolex watch just because he's a public speaker. And I was like, you what? Like, you get personal... My accountant always says that if you get like personal gain from something, you can't really expense it, 'cause it's not like a justifiable business expense. Like a gym membership, like arguably you might have to be in shape for your job, or it might be a necessity that, you know, you look good because you're doing a fitness campaign, but you are getting a personal benefit from doing that. That's why I think the lines are a little bit blurred for YouTube and stuff, because it's like, oh, so would you not do that at all unless it was your job, or is that something you actually would do? I don't really want to break the rules, so I don't expense anything to do with like beauty, hair. One second, I just need to get a little cotton bud to tidy up my mistakes. I went for a nice walk with Joel and Christy. We ended up having like loads of nice food and drink. Right, we stopped at the first stop. Oh. Oh. It was the crunch that got me. Oh my gosh, we actually ended up having a bit of a palaver because the boat didn't come. So this walk we did ages ago, the Bosom walk around the Chichester Harbour, it was just the best walk we've ever done. It was so much fun, so we wanted to recreate it. Anyway, we got there and because of COVID, the boats weren't running except on weekends. And we were just like, oh, typical. So I paid for us to get an Uber for like 35 minutes all around the harbour for a boat that takes like 2 minutes. So we went all the way around just so we could get to the other side. Some of these outfits that I've picked out for this fashion video are just a little bit hilarious. Like one of them's like full on tennis vibes. Adidas have released like a tennis campaign and I don't know why, but I saw it and I was like, I must have it. I'm not someone who plays tennis. I don't really care about tennis. I mean, I'd love to be good at tennis, but I've never tried. And when I saw these outfits, I was like, oh, I need it. Like, maybe Joel and I will go and do like a tennis outing. Like, as if that's gonna happen. I don't keep all my, like, all these brushes. It's just like, what is the point in them all? I only use about 4. I always pick out the same ones. I bet you any woman will say the same. There's like 3 they always reach for and the rest are just decoration. The rail that's behind me, I have been umming and ahhing about selling it for quite a few weeks now, and I'll tell you for why. So when I ordered it, I wanted it to match the furniture that's in this room already, and this property was furnished with all stuff from John Lewis, which is quite nice furniture. So this mirror is not mine, these lovely chests of drawers are not mine, bedside tables aren't mine, but this rail, which you might have seen in like other Short Girl Shops videos and stuff, it is mine. I ordered it. It was £120 from John Lewis. However, when it arrived, there was a slight, there was a chip on the bottom, so it didn't look so nice. I called them up. This was like at the start of the lockdown, and I was like, I've just bought one of your rails. It's been delivered, and it's a little bit chipped. They gave me a full refund, apologised, and offered to send a new one out, and I was like, no, like, don't worry about it, like, I'll just, thanks for the refund, I'll just keep it. But yeah, the reason why I don't want to sell it is because basically I got it for free, if you think about it like that, and I might need it one day, but Atch is a bit like, you know, we don't really know what we're going to need for wherever we go next, we don't know what we're going to have, what we're not going to have. He's just quite like, let's just sell everything we've got and minimise as much as we can. And I am a fan of that. Don't get me wrong, like I absolutely love having less stuff. It makes your life way simpler, you feel way lighter, you just feel better about everything. If you're like, huh, those are all my clothes in the whole wide world, I feel really free. But I for some reason, I think it's because I love a bargain so much, I can't quite get over the fact that I'd be giving away a rail or letting go of a rail that was expensive that I got for free. Does that make me cheap? I don't know. Does it make me savvy? Probably. Okay, just a like, that's just literally like my everyday Leah look, isn't it? Bit of lip balm would be good. By the way, I'm still going on the pore. This is the daily one I use, and then if I'm doing like, you know, video or something and I want a bit of colour, then I put the tiniest amount of this one, because it comes out really dark, on a little brush, and then I apply it. So literally that much. It's hardly anything. Line of Duty update just before I go. We're now on season 6, so this is the season that everyone else has been watching in the UK now. We finished season 5 the other night. Season 6, episode 1, wasn't blown away. So part of me is now like, we're so far in, we can't just give up now. We have to just finish the series and see it out and be done with it. But yeah, that's where we're at with Line of Duty. And I think, to be honest, I'll be glad for it to be over, because even though I'm enjoying it a lot, it takes up my evenings, and I can't, you know, sometimes I might want to like stay up late, edit a video, be present or show up on social media, and I'm just sitting at home watching Line of Duty. So I mean, thank you for all the lovely comments in the last video. Everyone was like, it's fine to have time off, you do you, hun, like live your life. But all I feel is guilt, so no matter what, I just need to be working, otherwise I'm just like, nothing's happening, I'm not doing anything, my life's not going anywhere. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a lovely week wherever you are, and I will see you guys in the next one. Lots of love, bye.
Oh no, my darling, keep your head up, keep your heart strong, and no, keep your mind set in your ways, and keep your heart strong.